I'm sick and tired of the fighting. I've had enough of all the wars. Don't wanna think about it anymore. I'm tired of the feeling we are always heading for the door. So tell me if I say it loud, will you come alive? Will you hold me like you used to do? Tell me if I say it loud, will my heart's alive? Will it beat the way it did for you? If you wanna stay, let me know it. Tell the beach, come on over. If you're not afraid to let me close, I will be your overdose. If you wanna stay, I will be your overdose. If I say it loud, will my heart survive? I will be your overdose. Am I right to doubt? 'Cause I think we had it wrong from the start. Took a bite, spit it out. When I saw you had a poisonous heart. So tell me if I say it loud, will you come alive? Will you hold me like you used to do? Tell me if I say it loud, will my heart survive? Will it beat the way it did for you? If you wanna stay, let me know it. Tell the beach, come on over. If you're not afraid to let me close, I will be your overdose. If you wanna stay, let me know it. Tell the beach, come on over. If you're not afraid to let me close, I will be your If I say it loud, will you come alive?
I I forgot I forgot how to stream. What do I do? Do I like I think I remember how to do this. I think I have to like introduce myself or the show. What is the name of the show anyway? What Oh, that's what it's called. Hello, and welcome to Tuesday night iRacing? Question mark. I'm D. I'm back. I'm back from vacation. It was a good mental health vacation, stream vacation, whatever you want to call it. Is it really a vacation if you still worked? And you didn't go anywhere? Because that's what I did. I didn't actually go anywhere, and I still had work. I worked a 5-day work week last week and all of that regardless, but I needed a good break. So I needed a stream break, to be honest with you. I was a little burnt out. I was a little burnt out. A little burnt out. If you watched the Fuji race, you know damn well I was pretty burnt out at that point, but I'm back and I feel good. I'm recharged. The batteries are all topped up. We put them in the rechargeable battery charger thing, and we got it plugged into the wall, and you know the batteries that operate me, they went back in the wall. I went to bed early. I moisturized. I did my skincare. I took care of myself. I bought a few pairs of shoes. I had a great time. I'm doing great. So I'm back. I feel a lot better. And thank you, everybody, for your patience over the last week. I know it didn't seem like I went anywhere if you follow me on socials or on the Discord or anything, but I needed a break from streaming. It's kind of tough to explain, but like if you don't stream yourself, it's tough to kind of, you know, turn yourself on. Uwu. Sorry, I shouldn't say that again. It's tough to turn it on. It's tough to, like, you know, get all amped up and be like, hi, everybody. How's it going? Top of the morning to you. But that's my radio voice. Actually, my radio voice is like my dead voice. So that's a little different. But no, I needed a good recharge, and we got it. We got it really well. And we're ready to go. I'm recharged for this 14-week stretch of races that we got coming up. We're going to be non-stop D every week from now until November at least. So you got me. You got me. You got me. I'm not going nowhere now unless well, I mean, shit can happen, but chances are I'm not going nowhere. But, you know, hey, you know, big asterisk, contingency, the plans, the cards subject to change, whatever you want to say. I'm back and I feel a lot better. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a little depressed at the beginning of last week. And I was really worn out. But the best thing I did was, as we bring up our main scene here, the best thing I did.
Soon. Strength of field of 2,174.
Hi,
Welcome
Andrea.
to Toilet in USA.
Well,
2. Racing.
welcome
No
back.
data left. 25.6 Celsius. Clear skies. 42.2 on track.
I don't think Andrea kind of understands what's happening here. Is there a new version of Dre that I need to download midstream? Is that something that I'm going to have to do? I hope not. That wouldn't be good. Let me check. Check for
Downloading
update.
new
There
Dre
is a new version of Dre that I have to install. Okay, all right. We will install Dre. We will install Dre. Andrea will give you that hardware upgrade. Anyways, but no, the best thing that I did, and I mean it when I say this, the best thing that I did was I took an actual ass break. I actually made a point of just absolutely unplugging from iRacing. I did not fire up iRacing until Saturday, this past Saturday. So from Sunday straight through the Saturday, I did not touch my wheel. I didn't look at my wheel. I didn't do anything sim racing for like 6 days. And by Sunday morning, I was jonesing a little bit for it. I can't lie to you. I was jonesing a little bit. I was jonesing a little bit to get back at it, which is good, because if I'm jonesing to do it, that means that I'm feeling a lot better. So I took some time off. Mostly it was me spending the week stewing on the fact that I figured out why the Corvette was spinning. but
Good evening. D.
but now I'm
Increase your iRating
feeling a
from
lot
P10.
better about it. So
Started iRacing data. SOFR 2076.
Andrea, we already know all of
This
this.
is Chicagoland Speedway. 10 connected.
Anyways, we're at
1 hour and 20
Chicagoland.
minutes
I
left.
forgot to load a setup.
Ready to listen.
Yeah, we are
New
ready to
car
go.
requested.
We're doing a doubleheader tonight. At least 2 races, maybe a third. And the Class B Xfinity cars are at Chicagoland Speedway, track that we don't race at anymore, and the GT3s are at Imola. So a nice double to get us going again here on the channel tonight. The NFL preseason starts this Sunday. Actually, it technically started last week. You ready for the Eagles to fly again? Yes, I am excited for the Eagles. The Eagles preseason kicks off on Friday night. They go to Baltimore to play the Ravens. I'm excited. I will be one of those degenerates who finds illegal streams of the Eagles feed to watch the preseason so I can watch Tom McCarthy and Ross Tucker talk to me about the Eagles and find out if the Birds are going to be any good this year. So looking forward to that. I think it's the only preseason game I get to watch this year because I think the other 2 fall on Thursdays. So I'll be missing a couple of them. Luckily, the Eagles Thursday night game is the week after the NASCAR season wraps up. So I won't have to miss an Eagles game for a stream, so that's pretty good. Of course, it's weird, though, this year because the Eagles are kicking off their season in Brazil against the Packers on a Friday on Peacock. Go figure. The NFL, licensed to print money all around the world. But no, I took a nice break, and these are the first real competitive laps I've ran in a week. I did a time trial yesterday just to kind of get to grips with the Corvette again, but it wasn't anything like too sweaty. Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Yeah, so this is Chicago. This is Chicagoland. We have to preface Chicagoland and not Chicago. This is the oval in the Chicagoland area. It's in Joliet, which is about an hour outside of Chicago proper. And there's a lot of people that went when NASCAR announced that they were racing on the streets of Chicago. A lot of people went, now why are you doing that? You have a perfectly good oval in the city of Chicago, or in the Chicago area. Why on earth are you taking NASCAR to the streets of Chicago when you got a racetrack right over there? And to that I say, nobody was going to these races. Nobody was going to Chicagoland races by the end. I hate to tell you that. So if people didn't want Chicagoland to go elsewhere, they should have went to Chicagoland. But luckily, it looks like if the street course went away, they are staffing Chicagoland like it could host a race again. So there's a good chance that maybe Chicagoland rejoins the Cup Series schedule in 2026 after the street course idea in Chicago proper wraps up. But in my humble opinion, I'd love to see them stay at the street course. I know the mile and a half NASCAR program or package has been better in recent years, but I would like to see NASCAR stay on the streets of Chicago. It's just such a vibe, even if it has rained like cats and dogs the last 2 times they've done it. Chicago water is probably the street circuit. Yeah, exactly. It probably is. But yeah, Chicagoland Speedway. Let me talk you through here. This is one of those racetracks built in the 90s, opened in 01, closed in 2020, but is probably one of the best racetracks for side-by-side racing on iRacing, actually. You got multiple grooves to work with, and the backstretch here is curved, you may have noticed. We actually Don't have a full straight backstretch here at Chicagoland. It's slightly curved. So you're constantly turning the wheel here at Chicagoland. A bumpy surface, and it's only gotten bumpier with age. 3 and 4 are really bumpy. But 1 and 2, you can kind of work in multiple grooves. You can run the top in 1 and 2. It's smooth in 1 and 2. But turns 3 and 4 are really bumpy when you get up to the top lane. Like here, I'll run up the top here, and you'll see how bumpy it gets up here. There it is. There's the bumps there. There's a bump there, and it kind of tightens out. So typically, what I remember, you want to run the middle in 1 and 2, or the bottom in 1 and 2. But they did add some grip strips. They added more grip to the top lane of the racetrack on, or they've added grip here in the top. So it is a little bit more possible to run the boards, but it's not the best way to get around. But you can do it. If in a pinch, you can do it. But you're not exactly like setting up the car to run the boards. So it's kind of, it's a little different in that way. Yeah, this is a cool racetrack. I always like Chicagoland.
That's P16 now.
It was supposed to be on the NASCAR schedule in 2020. COVID didn't let that happen. And then they were like, we're not coming back. Everybody was like, that's weird. Why is Chicagoland dead? And it was like, well, nobody went. And they were like, damn, good point. And I think, I think those people who miss Chicagoland will probably go when it goes back to Chicagoland, but it's just really good racetrack. It just is. We got some 2025 schedule news today. The Athletic came out and said that Talladega will be in the round of 8. That's terrifying. I don't know if I like that, but basically the winner, if the winner's in the playoffs come Talladega time, they're off to the championship. So that could be fun and bad. That is happening in 2025. That was reported by The Athletic today. They also reported Mexico City coming to the NASCAR Cup Series schedule. There's, I believe the date they said was June 7th of 2025, which would pair it nicely with Sonoma the following week. Mexico City. I'm excited to see how that goes. NASCAR did go.
One out on track.
I was on vacation. Cut me a break, okay? If I spin it on the apron,
Now it's
if I spin it on the apron, it's because I was on vacation. Yeah, it was a points race. It would be the first international points race in NASCAR since the 50s,
You're clear.
when NASCAR went to Canada for a few points races in the mid 50s. I think it was 56 the last time NASCAR had a race pay points in or outside of the lower 48. Mexico City, NASCAR did go there with the Xfinity Series in the mid 2000s. Drew a giant crowd. They had giant crowds, and they were awesome races. I remember Denny Hamlin won a couple. Juan Montoya won one. They had some really, really good races in Mexico City. But after the 4th year of the contract, it ran from 05 to 08. It just kind of fizzled out. And then, NASCAR left Mexico. They have the Mexican Series that races down there, the NASCAR Mexico Series. But they haven't ventured down there. However, a lot's changed. They have Daniel Suarez, you know, a proven winner in the Cup Series, who is Mexican. There is a lot of interest in Latin America for NASCAR. You may not think it, but there is. The Mexico Series does gangbusters in Mexico. They get live television for all the races, which is something that the Canadian Series doesn't have. It has good attendance. The cars are maybe suspect when it comes to safety, quite frankly, but it's a good series. It's a well-built series. So I'd love to see it. I'd love to see an international date on the Cup Series. The rumor last year was that it was going to be Montreal. It's looking heavily likely that Montreal is probably not going to make the schedule for the second year in a row, which is disappointing as a Canadian. I mean Australian, I mean Austrian, I mean Swedish, I mean as a Finn, as a Swede, as a Tibetan, Turkish, Venezuelan, German, Scandinavian. Anyways, yeah, as a Canadian, I wish that NASCAR did go to Canada again with the Cup Series. We've had the Xfinity and the Truck Series, but we haven't had the Cup Series here since they were racing at Exhibition Stadium in Toronto. So, needless to say, it's been a while. But I think we're probably on the chopping block again. I'd love for them to bring us back the truck race. I used to go to that truck race all the time. Every year I would go to that truck race, and it was so much fun. Of course, now they forget Canada exists. It's because it barely pays money. That's why. But yeah, exciting schedule stuff. Since we last talked, Corey LaJoie's out of a ride. He was announced that he is no longer going to be in the 7 car at the end of the year, which is funny, because Corey LaJoie fucking sucks. We got to watch some sunset. Whoa!
Thanks for mounting up, Ministry of Ennui Control. Love and smooches to D. Good luck on the race DTRPG night for Minnie.
Yay! Thank you, Minnie. Thank you for the 6 months. Can you believe it's 6 months? 6 months? Have fun with your tabletop role-playing game. Hope it goes well. Hope all is good. And thank you for the switches. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So glad to be back from vacation, because it means that Minnie will give me smooches. But no, yeah, like a lot's happened in the last 2 weeks, and yet nothing's happened in the last 2 weeks. I'm a big fan of this Olympic break that we had. Not selfishly, not because it let me take a little bit of a break from streaming, but it also meant that, you know, the teams got to take a break, which a lot of people don't realize, and some people will probably look at it and be like, oh, they have a dream job. They go wrench on race cars for 38 weeks a year. That's pretty awesome. But it's like, you know, they got families. They got kids. They got wives or husbands. Like, you know, like they got a life at home. Like, they deserve some weeks off too. Now, I do understand that a lot of the teams have it's set up where some of the road crew people can take a week off and they just substitute them in, but like let everyone have a couple weeks off. You know, I was listening to Sirius XM this morning when I was at work, the NASCAR station, because I listen to it when I'm at work, and they were talking about, like, you know, hey, I love the fact that we had 2 weeks off. I wish we could do that more often. And honestly, genuinely, as you know me, I'm a big NASCAR nut. I was fine with having 2 weeks off. Honestly, I was okay with it. pretty good with it, honestly. It was a really good break. You know the old saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder? That's how I felt about NASCAR being gone for a couple weeks. I mean, I did get my racing fill. There was an F1 race. They were at Spa. There was IMSA last weekend. There was Cars Tour running if you wanted oval stuff. Like, there was ways to watch racing during the 2-week Olympic break, but I still was like, I'm good with not having a NASCAR race for a couple weeks. I'm good. I'm great. I'm fine with this. Let's recharge the batteries a little bit here. It makes sense to do it. So I like that. I like that a lot. So, I was pretty happy with it. Personally, myself, what did I do with my week off last week after Fuji? I got a lot of napping in. Oh, okay. This guy's a dart without feathers. I got a lot of napping in. I went to bed early. I got back on track a little bit because I'm not gonna lie to you. By like 2 weeks ago, but right before I went on vacation, I needed a break, and you might have been able to tell from me. Like the Brickyard on, I was just like so tired. Like I was like, I'm done. I need some time off, and I did the 150 celebration, which again, thank you so much for making me a part of your life by following and doing that, and that was important to me. I really did want to do the 150 follower celebration stream, and we did it, and it was fun. But I want to do that, and then Ryan and I hadn't done IMSA Endurance in a little bit, so we did that too. But like honestly, I was ready for a break after the Brickyard. The Brickyard was such a bummer, the way that ended. You know, to run as good as we did and have a shot at a top 10 in a full distance race and get junked at the end was pretty rough, but we made the best of a bad situation. I went and rested up. I didn't even look at anything. I was gonna work on models. I was gonna work on stream elements. I was thinking about, doing some work on maybe some 2025, because I do like my model, but I think I might want to do a refresh on it in 2025, maybe a new haircut, maybe, change the eye shape or something, or, kind of mess with it. Don't make it look so default V-Roid, but, I was kind of eyeballing it, thinking about it, how I wanted to do it. But I made a point of telling myself, I was like, D, you're doing nothing. You are doing nothing for the next week. You need a break. And it was one of the rare times where I actually recognized burnout in myself. And it was so much better that I recognized it, because the minute I recognized it, I knew a way to get out of my own way. Because back in the day, before I started streaming and all that, I used to be very bad about brute forcing my way through situations, and that's not healthy, and it catches up to you, and sometimes it takes literal years to recover from that. So getting out from that and regrouping and getting myself getting myself right by taking a week off was super needed. And if you missed me, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but I really needed that time off. So I hope you recognize it was a good time in the schedule. We weren't going to miss any NIS races. And, I probably would have still raced NIS. I might have done it off stream if I did, but I did need some time to just be myself and relax. So that was big. So, and also I got to dress up more, which was fun. So that was a lot of fun. So yeah, that's basically it. I got to be me. D got to be D for a little bit. So
0.3 gallons used on last lap.
which is nice. We don't need to go any further on that. So I don't even know how long this race is. If it's probably like a 90
Next
lapper.
race in 5 minutes. 99 registered for the race.
Andrea, you're wrong. It says 106 registered in the race. I don't know which one to believe now. Oh, did you see that catch? That was cool.
Car behind on track is faster in the next sector. Car in front last
But yeah,
lap
this
at
place is fun.
33.3.
This will be a good one. If you've never seen Chicagoland, you're gonna have a fun time here. This place races really well on iRacing, and with the fact that we're racing here with not stupid hot, but hot track temps. It's 107 degree track temp right now. We'll be sliding, but it'll be able to catch it. So this guy's Blue Lives Matter flag on the quarter panel is disrespecting flag code in the sense that it's pointing the wrong way. On the passenger side, the flag needs to have the stars pointing forward because the flag needs to be looking like it's always in forward motion. I bet you didn't know that. Weird NASCAR fandom has made me recognize that the flag needs to be backwards on the passenger side of a car, because if not, then it's violating flag code. I'm not even from here. But yeah, what did y'all do? How rude of me for not asking. What did you guys get up to while I was gone? Did you guys do anything cool? Did anybody of you, any of you, learn how to kickbox or something? Like, did you, like, what'd you learn? Because I got sleep. Like I said, I was very depressed, and I was really beating myself up for a bit. But then I remembered when I came out, I started a checklist of things that I would do every day. And I was like, you know, I was pretty happy doing that. Why don't I do that again? So now I'm back to doing a checklist of things. Because I need to, like, visualize me accomplishing things. Because if I don't see the visualization to it, I don't tend to recognize it. So I was like, I should, like, do a checklist again. So now I'm doing checklists again, and it's actually super helpful. So MX 500, Reska, no. I warned you multiple times, Reska. I was like, Reska, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. And he was all like, oh, hello, I'm Reska Kyoso. I'm gonna do it anyway. Screw D. They don't know what they're talking about. That's what Reska sounds like. That's what he sounds like. No, Australian, I actually recorded a video to my friend Kate. Love you, Kate. Love you. Love you, heart hands. Love you. Of an Australian accent, and it was so fucking cringe today. It will never see the light of day. I was like, "Oi, Kate, what's up with this box? It says Australia's favorite protection brand for masks. I don't understand. It's so fucking bad." So bad. So bad. I'm so sorry. I totally understand if any of you leave. I totally understand if everybody leaves, because it's like, Jesus Christ. I dropped my phone and cracked it while on holiday. Oh no. Oh no. There's only like a hairline crack across the middle. It's mostly cracked in the corner, so it's actually still pretty usable. Oh, okay. Silver lining. When's the next vacation? Honestly, real talk, probably around Christmas. I think I'll probably take like the week of Christmas off. I'll probably take the holidays off. It's probably the next date.
48.6. Fuel laps to go. 47.7.
That feels
Heavy
like
start finish.
the appropriate time to take some time off is around the holidays. So you're probably stuck with me through December now at this point. It feels so far away, but before you know it, we'll be wrapping up the NIS season, and then we'll be starting wins. Please make it the 03 cars. Please make it the 2003 cars. I have so many plans if it's the 2003 cars. Please, I beg of you. Please, 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 please. I'll be your friend. Please. Like, please, I beg of you. Please. But no, we got some exciting stuff on the channel down the pike. We got a lot happening. And I'd be honored if you stuck around with me to do the stuff that we got coming down, because I think we'll have some fun. We got some fun NIS races. We got Richmond on Thursday. That'll be the first time we go to a track twice this year. We ran there in the spring, and now we're racing there in the fall. Then we go to Michigan, then Daytona, and then Darlington. So, like, before you know it, we're in the playoffs. Now, iRacing doesn't do the playoffs. Obviously, we don't do playoffs in iRacing. But we still go to all the playoff tracks. So that means, you know, some Atlanta coming up, some Kansas, some Rollville action, another Talladega in there, Homestead, another Martinsville. Ugh. A lot of fun racetrack, and we also still have one more 100% distance race. We still have the Bristol Night Race to do in September. That one will be on a Saturday though, instead of a Thursday. But yeah, a lot of fun NIS races down the pike, and I hope you can join us for that. I would like it if there you go, Ticker. You finally figured yourself out, just like how I kind of figured myself out. All right, we know anybody in here? No, don't know anybody in here. There's a man in here by the name of Cash Robbins, which is a fucking country singer ass name if I've ever heard one. My name is Cash Robbins.
Strength of field is 1,860.
Cash Robbins had
Fahrenheit, clear skies.
Cash Robbins won the CMA
Green
for
flag
best
at Chicagoland
newcomer.
Speedway. Time racing. 1 minute 35.83. Left. Split 3 of 5.
You know, country music artists. That's what everybody loves. Country music, right? Everybody here, big country music fans. We have fun here. We have fun here, okay? We have fun. Well, let me load up my qualifying setup. I didn't run a lick on the qualifying set. I worked hard on these qualifying setups, and by worked hard on them, I mean I went to VRS and downloaded them. That's what I did. That's what I did. That's all I did. That's all I did. Mrs. Cool! Oh my god, I missed you too. Oh my god. Thank you, thank you, thank you for popping in. Thank you. Oh my god, I missed you. Mrs. Cool, I'm going tomorrow. Okay, so alright, so let me tell the whole world. I'm not gonna tell the whole world. I'm gonna tell everybody on twitch.tv. I have a clinic that I go to. Hi, Mr. Cool. Hi. There's a clinic that I go to for like healthcare stuff. I finally got a doctor because for the fun, we'll go ahead and hammer out the story. I had a doctor my entire life until 2 years ago when he died. He died. He died while still practicing medicine with patients. Like he passed away of old age.
2 laps and 5 minutes. Do your best out there.
He was okay, but the last time I saw him was after I came out, and I had I needed anxiety medication because I had just come out, and I was like, oh no, terrified for myself. He was like 84 when he died. Okay, like it was old age. It wasn't anything sus. But anyways, he died, and I was like, well, now I gotta find a family doctor. So I went and looked around, and it turns out that there's a super progressive clinic around me that does like they do LGBTQ services. Oh god, I should have practiced the qualifying setup. Oh, this is hard. Hang on, we're gonna pick this back up in a minute. This is hard to drive. Oh, I hit the wall. Damn it. This is hard. There's a really loose setup. I should have just qualified on the race setup. Okay, lap 2. I need to run a clean lap, so just 1 second, chat. Gotta flip this up. Oh. Nope. Oh, this lap's not gonna be any good. Oh, this lap's gonna be terrible. This is I really should have practiced with this setup. Alright.
No, you're not.
I'm very much not. I'm very much not. Alright. Well, at least we got one on the board. It was slow, but we got it on the board. We out-qualified 2 people. Okay. But no, my doctor died. He passed away in 2022. He didn't retire. I don't know why he didn't retire. He could have totally retired. He had like a plane and like land and shit. And I remember asking him after I walked out with him the last time. I was like, "Doc, how old are you?" He's like, "I'm 84." I'm like, "What are you? Retire?" Yeah, he was like an aviation guy. He had like a Cessna. He had like a 172 or whatever. And I was like, "When are you gonna retire?" He's like, eventually." I'm like, "But you're getting up there. You should retire." And then a month later, he passed away. And the last time I went to see him, he didn't even have my file. He had a physical. He still had everybody with physical files. Like physical files, like manila folders, like of like everybody's medical records and stuff. And they couldn't find mine. And they were just like, whatever, it's fine. He was kind of a maverick like that. And he prescribed me lorazepam, which is an anxiety medication. And he was like, "Come back in a month, and if you're still good, we'll I'll prescribe you more." And then, well, he died. So then I couldn't find a doctor. He didn't transfer his practice to another doctor. So I had to find a doctor, and luckily there's a clinic here where I live that's really progressive, does a lot of LGBTQ care, does gender affirming stuff. They're really good. And I got in touch with the counselor there, and we hung out, and I've been there a couple times, and she invited me to a 35 plus GNC trans meetup that they do twice a month, and it's tomorrow. And the doctor, or she was like, "You can bring a change of clothes." So this is me saying that I'm going out in public tomorrow for the first time, and I'm low-key shitting myself. Now I'm literally just going from a bathroom to a meeting room back to the bathroom. That's all I'm doing. But I'm super fucking nervous. So luckily I do have some anxiety medication left over. So I am going to take one tomorrow before I leave my job to go there. But I am super fucking nervous. I've never been more nervous in my life for this than this.
90 laps race with 25 joined.
I've got it all planned out. I have an outfit planned out.
Finish P11 or higher to gain iRating. You're limited to 4 tire sets in this race.
I have everything planned out.
With earliest pit
I have this cute fit planned out. I got a black bodysuit, like a plaid skirt. I got some nude tights that are meant to look like legs because I had to grow my hair out on my legs for safety. I got some 4-inch patent heels because I'm fancy like that, and I have to go ham. I have to go over the top. It's me, you know me. Um, and yeah, needless to say, I'm really fucking nervous, everybody. So, and I'll wear a mask. I got some clip-on earrings and my D necklace, and I bought a purse. I have a purse now. My purse is super cute. Oh my god.
60
But
seconds
yeah,
remaining.
so really fucking nervous for tomorrow. And then when I'm finished that meeting, I'm gonna go down there and be like, "Hi, I really need anxiety medication because I still haven't gotten a refill." So I'm gonna go and be like, "I really need a refill of this. I literally took my last one to do this. So can you please give me a prescription for some more lorazepam,
30
please?"
seconds left.
So yeah, I'm a little fucking nervous, but we should be good. We should be good. So, I'm gonna be masked up and stuff. So like, I'm gonna have my hair down to the side a little bit. I'll be safe. I'll be okay. And they've told me it's a safe space and everything. So, yeah, I'm gonna be super nervous. If you join the Discord, you might get a selfie. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, let's rock and roll. Maybe D face reveal. Okay, 90 laps of Chicagoland. The other thing that's terrifying, I don't know makeup. If I'm going without makeup, it's super nervous. So, that's why I was like asking about eyeliner to Mrs. Cool. I was like, can I get away with just eyeliner, you think? But, yeah, I'm a little nervous about that, so. Oh, I guess I forgot to run the ad because I was too busy telling you about that, so. Yeah. So, we'll see how that goes. It looks like it's going to wrap up right when we go green, which is good timing. 90 laps the distance. We're back at it with Be Open. First race of the night. Let's see what we can do here on Chicagoland Speedway. Interesting, I've never actually seen you before now that I think about it. That's by design, because I am closeted. I am closeted, IRL, if you don't know.
This car is in pit lane. Green light.
And the irony is, I'm going to have to do, well, half. I'm going to do all of that, and then Thursday after work, my boss is taking us for dinner. So then I have to like boy mode and like boring business casual bullshit. Which is kind of like funny for me to be like, oh, I gotta dress up. I'm gonna dress up. And then the next day it's like, what button up am I gonna wear?
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Whoa!
RicoWare just followed.
Thank you, RecoWare, for the follow. Rare follow alert. Thank you so much. Caution is out.
Pit lane is closed.
Howdy, Sailor. Welcome aboard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Yeah, Shane, it should scare you. Go Birds. Caca.
22 seconds up to pace car. Pace car out now.
Sound alert so loud they threw the caution. I don't know modulation.
We have 19
I don't
seconds
understand
before pace
modulation.
car.
But yeah, I'm excited and nervous and excited all at once. So I'm that has been
Pace car 13 seconds.
in my head for like that has been in my like dome since like a week and a half ago. And
It's open.
I asked for the time off work and I got it, and I was just like, okay, this is happening now.
Pace car is 4 seconds up ahead.
You got CJ Gardner Johnson's whiny ass, so I don't feel bad for the Birds. We got him for the second time. He was with us before. He was with us in 22. He went to the Lions in 23, came back in 24. And to be honest with you, I love CJ Gardner Johnson. I think CJ Gardner Johnson is hilarious. Is that the Reska that finished the MX-5 Martinsville race? You betcha. It is. I mean, I didn't stick around, but he did that. I'm not kidding. I felt like what's his name from Breaking Bad, just in the fucking in the SUV going, "No! Reska, no! Don't do it." You can run away. You don't have to do this. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I know of someone who ran the MX500 twice. Twice. They ran it twice. My friend Lilac ran it twice. They ran the MX500 twice. That race was a shit show. They knew what they were doing when the official strength of field split broadcast had a caution counter on the screen at all times. A beautiful shit show. Yep. Don't worry, they're going to do it in real life. They're going to race 100 laps at Martinsville. The weekend of the modified finale. I literally feel like I'm getting ready for the first race of the season with how rusty I feel. I needed the chart. I needed the... I mean, I had a whole conversation when I started stream. I needed the break. I needed the recharge. Because, like, I was super burnt out. Like a week ago, I was super burnt out. So I did nothing. I didn't look at the wheel, nothing. I didn't even touch the wheel until, like, this past Sunday. Like, I did not do shit at all with the wheel. I did not touch iRacing. I did not jump on iRacing, which was good because I left hungry, because I figured out what was fucking me up with the Corvette, which, by the way, we're going to race later. We're going to race at Imola tonight. But I figured out what was messing me up with the Corvette, and now I know how to fix it, and I'm hungry to try it again, because I know damn well how to fix it now. It was brake bias, if you're wondering. Yeah, and I needed it. I was pretty burnt out by the end, so a nice break away from this was good. And I feel a lot better now. We're back green.
There's about 12 iRacing to get to the next position. Position 11 now.
Still there. You have one close. We're clear. 7 upon us. On both sides front. Still there. You have 8 close. Still there. And clear.
Alright, front. Set. From front.
Carlo side rear. Clear. Go side front. Still there.
I mean, 25 plus weeks of streaming without a break was probably justified. I had an illness in there, somewhere in the middle there around Richmond.
Quickest time, 33 seconds 97. Sector was optimal. New
Oof.
leader in edit.
That's rough.
Sector fastest.
NIS after a work night. I mean, I do it every Thursday, but, like, it's not fun. At least I get a little bit of time to, like, relax before I jump on the race. But this week is not going to be that case, because I got dinner with my boss after work on Thursday. So I'm going to have, like, an hour. And then it's, like, right to the sim racing mines. Hey, Patchwork. We are currently running the Xfinity Series car at Chicagoland Speedway. We just got going. We're on lap number 8. We're running in the 10th spot.
On high forward.
And the setup is loose.
Still there. We're clear.
Impressive, darling, rear and T9. Fuel used on last lap, 0.3 grams.
I like this livery in front of me. Like, all militaristic. I'm such a sucker for, like, 40s pinup looking shit.
Still there.
Oh, you did?
Still there.
That's awesome. I didn't realize Patchwork helped finish the goal. That's awesome.
Set, Q8.
Heck yeah. I donated like $10 for that thing back in May, and I was just watching it sit there, and I was almost tempted to just give you the other 30.
Last sector optimal. Great. Clipper time, 31.8.
Oh. Ooh, we avoided it. Ho ho!
Settle down, up to P7.
That was wild.
Outside forward. Still there. Still there. Still there. It's clear.
There's about 45 ready to get in the next position.
Still there. Still there. You're clear.
Over my dead body, am I gonna let a Ford pass me?
80 laps remaining, 10 laps down. That will be found over 5 laps, minus 0.1.
Maybe over my dead body. Maybe. Yeah. But I'm not gonna be happy about it.
That's last sector.
He's trying to chop me off.
Clear.
Projecting P15 at the end.
On this side forward.
Oh, can we get him around the top?
Still there.
We can. Made the pass. He gave it to us, but hey, that's dope. Made the pass on the top.
Outstanding. You're P6 currently.
I'm afraid I'm driving my tires off a little bit here.
Close about 53. I'm ready to get to the position up ahead.
Does this car say Cunty Soda?
High front.
Oh, Cuddy Sark.
Still there. Still there.
Not. Never mind.
Still there. Still there.
No, not new emote. No.
On high forward.
I think that's against the TOS. I don't think we can make an emote that says Cunty Soda, everybody.
Below 0.2 ahead.
Maybe after I serve cunt tomorrow, I'll fucking get some boba. How about that?
Inside forward.
Got there. He tried to chop it, but he couldn't.
Still there. Still there.
Oh, the chat filter ate Shane. Shane, you can't say cunt. You have to say cunty.
You're P5 currently.
Or no, wait, Reska fixed it. Thank you, Reska.
0.4 ahead.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I forgot Reska's mod. We're in the top 5. I think I'm overdriving the car a little bit. This might come back to bite us in the ass later in the run. In fact, it's already starting to get a little tight in 3 and 4, but until then, all in, baby. 21, hit me.
Around 75 laps left.
Did I say that? I'm sorry. I came back from vacation with some energy. You had to add Grand Wizard as a permitted term the other week? Oh, God. Throwback to our Daytona 500 when the leader was literally entitled David Duke for most of that race.
40.1. Fuel laps to go. 39.1. Next time around.
I was like, why don't you go by your middle name, man? I've actually thought about it. I think what I'm gonna do is, I think in the new year. So the program that Reska and I both use for our graphics, like the ticker and stuff, Reska and I both use the same program. You can put an override on names, and you can have it so that your name or anybody's name is different than what's actually in iRacing. I think I'm actually going to do the bit where my name is different on stream compared to it is in service. So you OGs will know that I'm D Damboys. But anybody new would be like, oh, it's D Daniels.
You have roughly 72 laps left.
Yeah, sorry, Patchwork. I forgot all about that, to be honest with you. I was just afraid of people coming in and just being like, you are a C, you know, like just saying it, so. I don't know, am I? I don't think I'm killing the tires. Oh no, really? I didn't mean anything by it. I was just like legitimately like, did I do something wrong with the Richmond thing? I didn't actually like mean it as being like, hey, you jerk. Why'd you wreck me? You big jerk. I meant to like, did I do something wrong?
You're vulnerable to
I
the
mean,
driver behind on track in the next
text
sector.
is difficult to
74
understand
laps back.
context, so
Interval is
I got
30
Cash
seconds.
Robbins on my ass trying to pass me.
Clear.
Oh yeah, I know all about that. Oh, he just wrecked himself in front of like the whole field. That was funny.
Projected P17 at the end.
I know fully of, like, I used to operate a league that was like talked about being way too toxic in other league circles. I used to operate it, and like the amount of shit that I used to see while operating a league. There's a reason why my voice chat is muted. Like I'm serious when I say that. Like I only turn it on for super speedways because like I am so tired of people. I am so tired of their stories. These people, they exhaust me. But like I used to deal with so many people just being complete assholes. Toxicity in like the audacity of the masculinity. We just got dumped.
Full course caution. You're clear.
Pit lane is closed.
Oh, and we just got ARCA'd. Oh, fuck me.
Engine stalled. Fluid pressure. Alert. Fluid pressure.
2 minutes 19 seconds until the pace car. Pace car left the pit. Meatball. The car needs fixing.
Leroy needs to pit for repairs.
What the fuck? I think he apologized right away. Let me hear this. Let me go back and hear this.
Sorry, Floor. I did not mean to clip you.
Yeah, he dumped me. And then we got ARCA'd. And then we got ARCA'd again.
Pit weapon.
See, we're running too good. We don't even have a right front tire right now.
My fault. I didn't expect the Floor to check up in the corner as much as he did.
As he did, first of all, wrong. Second of all, there's a corner there. I have to slow down.
Dodging minefield right now.
There's no tire on it. All right, well, that's done really early. Cool. Yeah, we can go back and look at the corner entry.
Not up till pace car.
I'm at 174. I'm at 169. I mean, I am a little slower into the corner, but like that's still no excuse
Why
for
the
it.
next time we go with a coal mine setup, not this piece of junk?
I mean, that still doesn't excuse him just running over me in the corner like that. So, well, that sucked. We were kicking ass too. Like, ugh, again with the ass kicking, you know, like. Oh well. Okay, well, let's see what else is going on. What do you say we go do something else? I say let's go do something else. See, you know, if this was like, if this was like 2 weeks ago, I would have been all like, I can't believe it, blah, blah, blah. I'm so angry, grr, you know, I would have been like all mad. Nah, I'm good. All right, we could stack some, yeah, we could actually stack some GT3s. We could actually stack GT3s or do something like that. We could run... Oh, we can run this as a preview for Sunday. Actually, we will do this as a preview for Sunday, but I actually have to upload my livery, so just give if I can. Oh, we're dropping frames. Dropping frames again. Cool. Great. Welcome back. Yeah. Yeah. It'll come back. Yeah, it's coming now. It'll be back. It'll come back. I'm not worried about it. It's a Twitch thing. It's not a me thing. Because, like, my upload looks good. So I don't understand this at all. I don't know why it's doing that. That's a Twitch thing. Cool. Welcome back. Tethered to the modem. Again, for the record. Well, I'll just keep talking until we get back. How about that? And then whenever we do get back, I'll know because everybody will be like, you're back, you're back, you're back. You know? And everybody will be like, D's back, D's back. D's totally back. Everybody, D's back. D's so back. But until then, I'll just keep talking and see if it comes back. Anyways, I have to upload this livery real quick anyways. We have a new livery for the Corvette. We actually have a proper ass livery now. I think we're back. I think we're so back. Are we back? Oh yeah, we're back. Yep, solidly back. All right, cool. Let me show you the car. Let me show you the car real quick, okay? We're going to register for this here in a minute, but I want to show you the car. How am I going to do that? Like this, and then take the scene, and then flip it to this. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. You're going to show up on chat twice. Bam! Check it out. This is the new Corvette that we're going to be running every Tuesday. This is PXL 050 Captain. This is the IMSA variant. There's a generic variant too, but this is the IMSA variant to it. It is yellow and black as a reference to the Chevrolet Corvette factory team, because I am a big Corvette fan. And that is the Corvette yellow that is used on it. It's got our Howdy Sailor on the back, the Everyone is Welcome on Our Boat. All the things that you expect from a D livery right here, ready to go on the car. So a lot of cool stuff on the car, and I like it. I mean, I like it. So, you know, it's, I like it. Let's register for the race. And I also have to quickly go grab a setup because I was not expecting to do this tonight. So let me go grab a set for this race tonight, and then we will do it. I need IMSA iRacing Series Corvette. Barcelona, Catalunya. And I need save setup. Sorry, everybody. I'm doing this on the fly because we got dumped. It was not very nice of them to dump me like that. I might race the safe setup just to be, well, safe. I think we'll do that just to be safe. We'll race the safe setup, but I think it's probably the right move just because I still want to make sure I'm good with the setup, and I'm not going to be doing a lot of practice here. So, yeah, we ran Barcelona not that long ago. We're going to be back here on Sunday for IMSA Endurance. Oh yeah, I changed rims. Okay, good. But yeah, we got the black and yellow look now for this, and yeah. I can't believe we got dumped again. Ugh. We were kicking ass, and then we just got flat out wrecked. So lame. So lame. But what can you do? Oh well. Don't talk shit. Don't shit talk Applebee's like that. I remember Applebee's. I haven't been to an Applebee's in 5 years, 6 years. They don't have any here. So anytime I get Applebee's, it's when I go to the United States. I've had Applebee's before. It's Applebee's. I have to fix the ticker. I got to make this work for our class stuff. And I got to remember how to do that. Class. Oh, I think it'll be fine. Should be fine. The ticker's not built for multi-class, I don't think. It might work. It might not work. I don't know. So our mileage may vary because we're going to be doing multi-class here. Because we don't typically do multi-class on Thursday night or on Tuesday nights. We only do it on Sundays normally. So hopefully nothing's too broken. It shouldn't be too broken. It should be fine. So we're just loading in, everybody. Just be patient. You get Applebee's. We had an Applebee's near us at one point because we live in a touristy place. And then I think it closed during COVID. So, all right. Welcome to Barcelona. I need to load a setup. We're going to load the safe setup because I don't trust myself.
Hit limiter.
All right. And we're going to make one more change. Oh, there's a wall there. I probably should have looked and seen if there was a wall in the way. Brake bias to 56. All right. Okay, Corvette, Barcelona. So Shane, if you're still watching, this is multi-class racing. This is sports car racing. If you don't know what it is, the way that works is that there's 3 races going on at once. There's a prototype race, an LMP2 race, and then there's a GT race at the same time. So you basically are having 3 races take place at the exact same time, but with only one racetrack. So you have to deal with traffic. And once you do it once, you might get addicted because it's a lot of fun. Yep, that's why. That's why we're running some practice. So yeah, we're back in the vet, and if you were watching the stream, the last stream I did before vacation, you may have realized that I had a moment with about 10 minutes or 20 minutes to go in that race on that Sunday that I was giving it brake, and the car was turning on me in a way that was not helpful. It was turning too much. And Ryan had come to the conclusion, he said, "Did you check your brake bias?" And I had not thought of it. And sure as shit, the minute that I adjusted my brake bias, it actually started turning, or it actually started cooperating. So I started realizing that the brake bias was what was fucking me up on corner entries to get me to just have the car spin out on me. And now I make a point of turning up my brake bias more toward the front. So what it's doing is it's your passenger car at home. Sorry, I started that sentence like 5 times. Your passenger car at home, if it's a front wheel drive car, chances are it has a lot of front brake bias, because what that does is it allows the car to be more stable when you're braking at the cost of braking distance. It does add brake distance, but it allows the car to be stable on braking. Basically, what was happening was I had more brake bias at the rear, and when that happens, that means that the rear end likes to swing out on you whenever you're applying the brake. So I started making a conscious decision to reduce the brake bias to the rear and add it to the front. And by doing so, it made the car a lot more predictable on braking. Now, there's still some quirks to this car that I'm trying to figure out. We're going to let this guy go. There's a couple quirks, like the car has the tendency to kind of hitch on throttle in a way that the Porsche that I used to race didn't. There's a couple other quirks, like, you know, that and the brake bias thing and just the general balance of the car, because it is a mid-engine car compared to a rear-engine car that was the Porsche. So I am still having to figure that out, but luckily we're going to be doing 2 races here tonight of fairly long distance that we should get a good amount of practice in as to how to drive this car a little bit better. We're gonna be doing some long distance running tonight, so be all nice and tired tonight, which is good because I need to sleep because I'm terrified. Yeah, this is Barcelona, Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. This is where the Spanish Grand Prix is every year, if it looks familiar. It's in a lot of racing games now, too. I kind of like Barcelona. It's one of those tracks that, like, I don't race that often, but when I do, I'm like, oh, I should race here more. It's pretty flowy. It's kind of got a little bit of everything. It's got some technical sections, got some sweeping sections, it's got some straightaways. The final sector is actually good here because they use the good layout. So it's pretty all right. I'm not expecting a lot of pace, but I am expecting I need to run cleaner. I've had some nightmare races in sports cars lately, so I need to get the safety rating up. So I'm going to be nice and clean as much as possible tonight. Maybe not push it too hard, but just kind of try and keep it on track and leave here with a good safety rating gain if I can. So, yeah, I'm not very good.
1 minute 46.4.
Is this a third gear corner? Yeah, that's the third gear corner. And then this sweeping right-hander here out of that chicane is so deceiving because you don't know when you can get back on it. In an F1 car, that corner is flat, but in a GT car with its added weight and all that, it's not flat at all. I also don't know when to apex here. There's a lot of corners I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm sure there's some of you watching going, D, no, you're driving it all wrong. And to that I say, I'll figure it out with 7 minutes remaining.
Heavy LMP2 imminent.
Yeah, this is multi-class racing. We don't do multi-class racing all that much, but
Global yellow.
we're gonna do that here tonight. All those cars that look like big fancy prototypes, all those cars, they will be faster than us. They will pass us multiple times in a race. That's fine. That's okay. That's by design. We will have to deal with that. And that's okay.
We got enough fuel data. Deck is forward by 0.54 in front.
Anybody watch IMSA Road America over the weekend? Because we did have some racing during the Olympic break. They were at Road America on Sunday. Kind of a shit show of a race, honestly. There was a lot of full course yellows. They basically ran like half that race behind the safety car, which kind of sucked, but IMSA knows how to turn it on when they need to. They have such a great everything. What a GT3 battle there was. Oh my god, that was insane. Yeah, there was a clip that IMSA themselves uploaded onto YouTube. They had a crazy GT3 battle with about an hour left in that race that was like 7 cars under a blanket for like a lap and a half. It was insane. It's on YouTube right now. You can find it. It's pretty awesome. They had some great racing at Road America when they actually did go green, but it was easier said than done. So I'm sad that Corvette didn't win. They had 1-2 on the start, and they got taken out by a damn dirty Mustang, and then they just kind of faded late. The strategy didn't fall their way, and one of the Ferraris won. It's kind of a weird podium. It was like Ferrari, Paul Miller Racing, and Heart of Racing. It's kind of a weird trio on the podium for IMSA GTD Pro. Okay, let's go race. I doubt I'll know anybody in this race because I don't typically run IMSA Endurance, but we will try. That's all we can do is try. So, okay, I would like it if it loaded. There we go. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, I gotta change my wheel. Hang on a second. My wheel's wrong. Oh, it's embarrassing. Ah, there we go. Much better. Now I'm in GT mode. Listen, I went through the trouble of making this grabbing it in Blender and then sizing it properly and then lining it up with my hands. So I'm going to switch to it when I remember to do so, okay? Yeah. God, I'm nervous for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be fun. Nervous, but fun. I'm nervous as hell for tomorrow. But it should be fun. I think it'll go well. I think it'll go good. I'm just hoping that I can make a friend locally. You know, honestly, like not to bring that all back up, but like I really would like to make a friend locally because it would make it a lot easier. Have somewhere to go to do a lot of the stuff that I want to do, you know. So I'm hoping I make a friend tomorrow. Hopefully. Crossing my fingers. Hoping and praying. Okay. Let's get after it. Come on, load up. You're taking forever, iRacing. You're on an M.2. Why does this game take so long to load up racetrack sometimes? You're on an M.2. Okay, we have all 3 classes, so we will have to deal with that.
New car.
Okay, we're going to be focusing up on just running clean. I think that's our goal, is just have a nice clean race. So that's our focus, is just being clean. I like being clean. I don't know about you, but I like being clean. So this guy's name is longer than the name field. So we will try Barcelona. Not exactly an easy track to drive, but not exactly a hard one either. So it's kind of right in the middle. I will probably be pretty quiet in this race, to be honest with you all.
1496. This is Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. 1 driving. 7.6 left. We're in split 2. All
right, we're in bottom split, which is not good. We might pit start, honestly. We'll qualify, but we're going to pit start. I think that's probably the move, is just to pit start. We move up our brake bias. There we go. Actually go about half on it. I thought the brake bias there was a little too front loaded now, so Yeah, we're on a qualifying time, but we're definitely gonna start from the pits. I need the safety ratings, so I need to be real careful with that. Because our GT4 experiment here on the 150 follower stream was not too good. It did not go well, and we're feeling the effects of it, so...
Green flag.
Okay. Corner. I don't understand where I'm supposed to get on it or get off it. I think I'm blowing that corner really bad. Alright, got a banker in.
John takes the lead.
Got a banker in. Let's see if we can improve on it.
You're down to P5 and fast.
And then we ran wide. Ugh, didn't even count. Darn, I don't understand. These two corners, I feel like I slow down too much and too little at the same time for both of these corners, and I'm not entirely sure as to why or how I'm doing both of that, you know? Like, it's pretty wild. I'm not entirely sure how that is happening. Well, we'll bring it home. This lap's not going to count because we got an off track, but may as well run it for the safety.
Point 2, lower than your quickest lap.
Yeah, and we were slower anyways, so. Oh well.
Qual has ended.
It'd be like that.
Fresh car for you.
It'd be like that. That's okay. That's okay. We did our best, and that's what matters. We did our best, and that's what matters. But But yeah, that GT3 battle was insane in IMSA this weekend. It's pretty wild. They had like 7 cars under a blanket for like half a lap. It was one of the craziest battles that they've had all year. Crazy battle in a series that has crazy battles on the regular. So, pretty awesome, honestly. I gotta start drinking water. Really should make a water redeem. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Especially since I talk a lot, and then when I talk a lot, then my voice gets scratchy, and then when my voice gets scratchy, I sound like shit. Usually for the next day. So, need to stop doing that. I need to stop talking. Although, that's why people tune in, is to hear me talk. I don't understand. Yeah, we're better off pit starting here. We're going to be pretty much near the back anyways, but I don't trust lap 1. I just don't. I think it's starting to do that a little bit. I don't trust these people at all. It's bottom split IMSA endurance. It's going to be a shit show. I should just let all these people go. Especially since that there's GTPs that are being outqualified by LMP2s. All right. We're going to grid, then not grid, then pit start. So it's going to look kind of weird here for a minute because it's going to look like we're going to grid, but then we're not going to grid, and then we're going to pit start.
Finish P6 to increase our rating. This is 45 minutes race with 32 cars ready.
All right, there we go.
2 minutes grid time. Keep calm. This should be a one-stopper with earliest pit on lap 8.
So now we need to wait for this clock to finish ticking down, and then we will go racing.
100 seconds to gridding ends.
Also, let me set the ticker to a time instead of a lap count, because we won't be racing anything with a lap count anymore today. So make sure that's correct. Wants to update. Maybe I need to get back in the car again. No. I don't know. It'll fix itself. It always fixes itself.
60 seconds left now.
Here's the field. So we got some Mustangs. I think I'm the only Corvette. A lot of Mustangs here, actually. There's a BMW there. An Audi. Yeah, kind of shocked. There's not a lot of Corvettes. There's a Ferrari. Yeah, I think I'm like the only Corvette. That's pretty wild, actually.
30 seconds left now.
There's a Porsche. Can you all just make a decision so that we can get ready to race, please?
15 seconds left.
There
now.
we go.
Grid time's up.
Missed start.
Pace car about to move.
What we wanted. So now we're going to wait.
Limiter activated.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have to watch the whole field go by, and then once the field goes by, we will tuck onto the back end of it and hopefully avoid all the chaos. That's the goal here, is to just avoid the chaos and just move on. So I don't think you want to pit. Reska, if you're still here, do I get tires on the stop? I don't think I get tires at the stop. I think I don't want tires at the stop, so I'm not going to get tires at the stop. Although tires and fuel are at the same time. Do I get tires or not? I'm going to say no to tires. So I'm going to turn my tires off now. Yeah, so I'm not going to take tires. Okay, I'm not going to take tires. I will not take tires. Nope. No tires, please. Okay, here we go. So the GTPs took the green. Now here comes the LMP2s taking the green. Oh, they're wrecking the final corner already. Yep, this was the right call. There's a giant accident. Yeah, we made the right call here. Giant accident on the final corner. I saw it on the track map. That's funny.
And clear.
Okay.
211 in class.
All right, let's battle it out here. Because remember, at the end of the day, our goal is to be safe here today. Our safety rating's in the toilet. It's a 177. So, if we want to stay being able to race this kind of car next season, we kind of have to make sure that we can stay in A class, because this series is A class. I turned my tires off again when we get to the front stretch, because I guess it didn't. Didn't keep my tire thing. There we go. Did I get pointed for that wreck in Bush? I guarantee you I did. Because the way that iRacing works is that it's a no-fault system. So everybody gets penalized the same amount of points in an accident. So even though I got taken out, I still get the same amount of incident points as the guy who took me out. It assigns me 4 incident points for the incident, and it assigns him 4 incident points for the incident, and everybody else who was in the same incident. So it's shitty, but it makes sense. I mean, when you have to officiate literally thousands of races a week on an automated system, like, there's bound to be some, you know, things that aren't fair. But, you know, I don't usually bitch about the incident point system too much. Usually it does a fairly okay job of policing things. I just have been on the wrong side of it in these sports car races lately, so I have to be kind of careful. I don't really even need to push it on this guy. He's gonna make a mistake. 'Cause he's overdriving like crazy, and I'm not really pushing it. Yeah, I just ran 2 seconds faster than him, and I wasn't even really trying.
Down 30 to go.
How do we go to no ticker at all? How'd that happen? Just looked over and there was nothing below me, and I'm like, what? I know I'm very proud of the shirt I made, but doesn't mean I want everybody to just stare at the shirt. Yeah, this guy's gonna make a mistake here. I don't have to put any pressure on him. He'll make the mistake himself. Just a matter of getting by him when he does. Okay, there's a prototype coming up on us. Means I have to be on high alert.
Left rear, we're clear.
Driver in front on track vulnerable in the upcoming sector.
Alright, GCP field's on us now.
Right forward. Right door. Still there. You're clear.
Alright, that car has no front clip.
You have a push imminent.
GTP field catching me in a spot that they probably would rather me not be in when they catch me.
Right rear. Clear. It's clear.
Luckily, a good chunk of this field's gonna go by me here.
You
I'm
have
gonna maintain my line, they can go around me the hard way.
We have 3 on you.
Top 5's all Porsches. I wonder what the meta is this week. Top 6 is all Porsches. I wonder what the meta is this week. If you're wondering, because I know the ticker's down, we have 36 minutes to go. We are currently running P10 in class at the moment, so that's your kind of your update. Maybe when I do my pit stop, because we have to do a pit stop. We can't make it on fuel, so when I do my pit stop, I'll try and refresh the ticker again and get it working again if I remember. That's a broken GT3. That's a couple broken prototypes.
Cleared yellow.
Left ahead 4.7.
On right side rear. We're clear. None behind.
That was sketchy.
There's a Porsche behind.
Christopher behind boxes after 4 laps.
We're clear.
Outstanding.
That is the LMP2 leader. The LMP2s have a different look to them than the other prototypes.
Next position may lose you. 2 rating.
Up to P8 in class.
Laps to go. 5 laps completed.
Blue flag. ALMP2 close. Clear behind.
a dumb question, but Reska might know it. Has WEC ever gone to Barcelona?
21.5 degrees Fahrenheit, 281 in the last 13 minutes.
I feel like they've ran Barcelona before in WEC. I know EOMS has. I don't know if WEC's ever done it.
Sector was best.
Going right rear. It's clear.
I just struggle because, like, the car... So this is kind of going to be deep cut, me talking about the car in very deep mechanics for a minute. The Corvette, I can't give it throttle like the Porsche, because the Porsche I used to be able to just gun it, and it would immediately bite and get the rear end grip, and then it would rotate the car that way. And because the Corvette is mid-engine compared to the Porsche, which is rear-engined, that weight transfer has a hitch to it, and I can't just smash the throttle. Like, I can't just jab the throttle to get it to rotate, because it needs that extra little... It needs, like, a little hint, like a heartbeat of a second, like just a little bit longer for the weight to transfer on it, unlike the Porsche, and I'm not patient enough with it. So, like, in this slow speed stuff, I need to commit to the throttle for a longer period of time. Or not, I don't know. It's tough for me to figure out. So, like, here, it plows for a minute. Like, it goes understeer, and then it goes over, like, then it develops the oversteer that I need to get around the corner. It's really difficult to verbalize, but that's kind of what I'm gathering from it. I'm just glad the brake bias thing is fixed. I'm glad I realized that was why the car was spinning so much.
On right rear and clear.
Uh, 31.5 minutes to go. We're still P8. We're 6 seconds behind 7th. However, 7th has been running quicker, so might have just stabilized at 8th here for the time being. Need some crazy multi-class hijinks to happen.
They'll have to slow down.
Now we're getting blue flags because 7th and LMP2 is coming up on us. We have entered the pit window now. Buddy, don't run into the back of me. I'm giving you the whole inside of the racetrack. Make your pass. You have a speed advantage. Like, you waited all the way to the straightaway to pass me. Buddy. Could have easily passed me through that final sector multiple times, and you chose not to. I can't give it up to you any more than that. gotta brake earlier for that corner. Even though we still ran a good sector. Blew the braking zone there.
Brian Hoffer ahead of us has lost 13.90 south.
I gotta be really careful exiting, going into that final corner, because those yellow curbs will just pop the car up and will just wreck your shit. Those sausage curbs are no joke here. No way. Do not want to mess with those. But yeah, this is by far the most comfortable I've been in the Corvette. Like, the brake bias adjustment was huge. Like, it... Once I realized that the setups that we were using... The setups I was using, not were using. The setups that I was using had the brake bias angled more toward the rear, which I get would help with corner in, or mid-corner, but, like... It would step the car out so badly on entry that I didn't quite know how to handle it.
You have a Cadillac here.
That it was just better off for me to just kind of deal with the mid-corner without sacrificing the entry. And then, of course, if I get more comfortable with it, then I can dial that back in. There's just no grip in that corner. Okay, 7th is pitting.
A portion here.
Previous sector green. Interval ahead 10.
We're clear.
Outstanding, darling. We're P7 in class currently. There's 15 are waiting to get to the next position.
Blue flag. We have a Porsche inbound.
Guy's gonna dive on my inside.
Clear.
These multi-class races, the big thing with them is you just have to, like, be predictable. That's all the prototypes want. Just be predictable. Don't make any sudden moves when you're getting lapped. Like, just I see people sometimes when they stream multi-class. I remember watching one person, and they were scared shitless of the fastest class, and I was like, don't. It's fine. Like, all you gotta do is just calm down, be predictable, no sudden moves, and you're fine. Like, it's not that hard. like there are a lot of people that are like, oh no, multi-class, I don't know how to handle it. Oh no, prototypes are scary. Ooh. Like, it's not that hard. You just have to, like, let the prototypes by. Like, don't make any sudden moves that, like, cut them off and ruin their day. Because, like, they're trying to get by you. Like, you're trying not to impact each other as much as possible. I think we'll come in this time. Because it's about halfway. And we'll have a nice little gap, I think, behind us.
Apostolofo is black flag.
just never feel like I can get the power down there in a way that's like really like crummy.
Limiter turned on.
It's clear.
Hit limiter engaged. Hit him to do petrol plus from screen.
7,
Okay.
6,
Hit stop.
5,
Let me see if I can refresh this monitor.
2, 1. Good.
I know you're getting data. I see you getting data. Come on. Oh. Well, I tried, Chad.
Pit stop to 14.3.
I tried. I really tried to get it back up and running. Sorry.
With this pace, we'll end up in P7.
Okay. So 22 minutes to go. We are in P7 in class. Dre thinks we will finish in P7. We have LMP2 on us here.
0 behind.
LMP2 is such a good car. I just don't like it. Like, I just am not a good downforce driver. Like, downforce cars, I'm not very good at driving, but, like, an LMP2 is a fun car to race.
We have a LMP2 behind you.
Like, whenever I would argue it's maybe one of the best cars on the service. I just don't race it because I don't like
No one
downforce
behind.
cars.
On left side behind.
Buddy, I can't
Blue flag.
sacrifice my corner more than that. Like, I'm giving you the inside. Like, I cannot give you any more. Why do you want so much? "20 minutes on the dot."
A Cadillac upon us.
Car behind, last lap time 2 minutes 43.510.
You're clear.
Trying to decipher the relative there for a minute, trying to figure out what's coming up on me. I have to be really mindful of the relative in this than anything else. Like, you notice it on Sundays during IMSA Endurance. Like, I have to be really mindful of what's coming up behind me. Being the slowest class, everything that's faster than us gets by us quick. So
We're clear.
there's no point in chopping those cars off. There's no point in, you know, doing anything dumb with them. I just caught a slide with the vet, by the way. If I did that in the Porsche, we'd be a goner. Should tell you, that's one of the advantages of having a mid-engine car is you could slide it and catch it. With a Porsche, you start sliding, you're dead. You're just dead because the car isn't built to do that kind of thing.
Clear behind.
Run way wide because
You have
there's
a LMP2 behind you. And clear.
two
It's clear.
prototypes on us there. Let them by. Car shifted on downshift there. It slid on downshift. Developed a lot of oversteer and just kind of, well, not really oversteer. It just kind of just didn't grip on the downshift. It just slid through that corner. All right, gonna make a pass for position here on pit lane.
12 seconds behind.
We have a Porsche up on us.
Interval in front 24 seconds.
None behind.
Nice. We're P6 in class.
B6 in class, 16,
Next position will
just
add
under
51
17
rating
minutes to
points.
go.
Estimated rating will be 1,437.
There's the right-hander here. And back to the right. No prototypes from behind for a bit. That's the, I gotta say, that's one nice thing though, is that even though this is bottom split, all the chaos is gone. I think pit starting was still the right move, honestly. I know that's probably not popular to everybody here watching, but like, when you're trying to rebuild your safety rating, when it's at a 1.7 and you are gonna get demoted at the end of the season if you don't get it back above a 2, like, that's something I really needed to do. So apologies to those of you who want D to go balls out, but you're not getting that tonight.
15 minutes still.
Clear.
You got that in the B race, or in the B car race, and we got wrecked, so.
Further 10 laps left.
Blue flag. A Porsche closing. On left behind. And clear. Clear. Yeah, it's closing in.
Oh my god, a
It's
non-Porsche.
clear. You're clear.
It's an Acura. What the fuck? Oh my god. A non-Porsche GTP in this field? I mean, there's also a Cadillac running around there. We saw that earlier.
Blue flag. LMP2 behind you. No one behind. Acura on the way.
Some of these prototypes, you look at them and you just go,
Blue flag.
you should have the prototypes blocked from your account. You should just drive GT.
Previous 1 minute 47.9.
Yeah, you think driving the prototype's cool and all that. Oh, look at me, I'm passing people. You're not responsible enough for it.
We have 2 here.
Just simply not good for it.
Going left rear. We're clear. Clear.
Case in point, that Acura wrecked after he passed us, and I bet you he'll wreck again. Just because he's clearly lost. He's clearly not lost, but he's clearly overwhelmed by the vehicle that he's driving. Oh, there's another incident point. Darn, that's 2 incident points now. Handling's really starting to go away. Oh, I can go up on the TC. I just noticed that. I actually have some TC to play with. Usually I don't. There we go. Usually, most of the time, whenever I get these VRS setups, they're like maxed out the TC and maxed out the ABS, so you don't really have a lot of play in that. But I actually have some adjustment in the settings, which is nice. Still, yeah, the ticker's broken. I'll have to fix it after this race, but we have 11 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. We're running P6 in class. I don't think we're gaining on the car in front, but we should be able to hold off the car behind. And like I said earlier, and like I'll say again, this is by far the most comfortable I've been in the Corvette today. Or most comfortable I've been in the Corvette since we got it. It's super comfortable today. The brake bias adjustment worked. We've been a little tight in the middle of the corner, but I think that might be just setup. But it's super stable on entry, unlike it was at Fuji. So I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. I will absolutely take that and run. Kind of just need that mid-corner grip now at this point, but like I said, I think that's mostly setup. I am running the safer setup, so it does probably have a little bit more wing than it should. Might even be able to dial some brake bias back out of it. Actually, let me try that. I'm just gonna go 1 tick on the brake bias, just 1. See if that fixes it. Yeah, it's turning in better now. It's turning in much better, so that's good. That's a lot better than. That's really encouraging. You can even notice it through that corner there, because I went back on the brake bias, so I put a little bit more brake bias into the rear, and you could see me be able to get through that left-hander a lot better.
We're clear.
should see it here too. Yeah, it gets it more pointed. Yeah, it definitely gets it more pointed in the middle of the corner where I want it to be. So that's super encouraging. I can't tell you how encouraged I am by this. This is good. This is very good. Like, this is very, very encouraging.
We have a LMP2 inbound. Going left side behind. None behind. Still there. Clear.
You thought D was annoying about the Corvette before. Wait till you find out D gets to actually drive the Corvette good. Oh boy, D's gonna be insufferable. Yeah, hard breakthrough there to get the car to rotate.
We have a LMP2 upon us. Left behind and clear. It's clear.
Final sector. I don't know what they were thinking when they got rid of this final sector the first time. It's such a better flowing corner. Can't believe they went away from it for so long.
Connors 5 on track. Previous lap time was a 1 minute 37.6.
I'm running quicker times than the two cars in front of us. The bad news is they're 18 seconds up the road, so we're not going to get to them, but as the run goes on, I'm getting quicker and quicker, which is really good. So naturally, we're going to go race Imola after this and have to completely restart from scratch.
Flag. You have a Porsche close.
Projecting fast P6 at the end of the race.
Going right behind. You're clear. No one behind.
Yeah, we're killing the two in front by like 4/10 a lap, but obviously we're so far behind, it's not going to happen,
Sector was
unfortunately.
faster.
Yeah, more encouraging signs with the brake bias. Figuring that out has been really good. Gonna be our fastest lap of the day and
Previous sector best.
almost into the 144s with that lap. That's good.
Fastest lap time. 1 minute 45.023.
That's
A
really
Porsche
good.
behind. 0 behind.
With about 4.5 minutes to go. Things are looking very good. Very, very good. So we'll finish this race and then we'll immediately go race some more GT3s. Just GT3s though. At Imola after this. That'll be another 40-minute race and then we'll probably take you to the cube at that point. But super encouraging, super good. Super, super
Blue
good.
flag. There's a Porsche closing. clear. It's clear. We're clear.
Still just skatey through there, like even with the bias adjustment, it just skates through there in a way that I can't quite get the grip down. I think it's because you're kind of falling away from the apex a little bit, and you can't get it positioned the way that you want it to, so I don't know. 3 minutes to go, should be about 2 more laps.
AL and P2 upon
Running
us.
P6 in class, that's a really good result for us. Right where we needed to be. Exactly how we needed this race to go is how it's going, which is super encouraging. And it's good practice for Sunday, because we're going to be doing a 2-hour and 40-minute race here with this car, with this track, basically in these same conditions. So it's a good practice for that. And Ryan will be starting the car this week, not me. So any little bit I can get helps.
Blue flag. A Porsche upon us. We're clear.
Gotta slow down.
You have an Acura on the way.
Should be white flag.
Turn behind. White flag.
Thanks, Nova. Thanks, Pulse. I guess this would be Pulse. Thank you, Pulse. Appreciate it very much. Final lap. Sorry the ticker's broken, but the ticker breaks easy. So we will fix that for the next race, but we are on the final lap. We're running P6 in class. If you're not aware, this is multi-class racing, so it is effectively 3 races going on at once. There's one class of prototypes, another class of prototypes, and then there's a little less in grand touring. We're racing a Corvette because I'm a Chevy slut.
Projecting Class P4 at the end of the race.
You have a Cadillac crossing. You got 2 Cadillacs here.
Ah, ran wide again. 3 incident points. Not a bad race. We can keep it that way.
On left side behind. Clear.
Oh, 4. Damn it. I'm getting sloppy late.
Black flag.
Still a very good race, though, because we didn't hit anything, so that should work out to being a pretty good race when it comes to our safety rating. If you're new here, iRacing does a safety rating and an I rating. I rating is kind of like your rank, but you also have a safety rating because your safety rating helps determine how safe a car or how good a car you are, or how safe a driver you are. All right, it's over. We finished P6. We ran safe. That's what matters. That's what we wanted to do.
Is coming up.
And we're even going to gain safety rating when it's all said and done. So that's a really good finish for us. That's awesome. That's exactly what we wanted. That went exactly how we wanted it to go.
Well done. Up to P6. We come home with 4.16 gallons.
Are Corvette as sexy in person as they're made out to be? Yeah, they are. They're my favorite. You don't understand. Like, I am a big Chevrolet person. I love Chevrolet. Like, Chevrolet is like my favorite car brand. And Corvettes are cool, and I love the race Corvette a lot. And now they have it on iRacing, and it's awesome because I love the Corvette, and this car is cool in person. And I saw it win this year. I saw it win last month in person, and they flashed their lights at us, and it was super cool. And I am a big fan of Corvettes. Corvettes are cool. That's my Corvette. That's me. That's me right there. That's me. I'm over here, but like the car, that's me. So that's cool. Great. Awesome. Sweet. Let's see what the damage is on safety rating and all that here in just a minute, and then we will get registered for our final race of the night, which will be the Corvette again, and we will be running that at Imola, which is in Italy. Going all over the world. We were in Chicago, now we were in Spain, now we're in Italy. We're all over the place. We're bad. We're nationwide. Speaking of GT3s, we're getting a new GT3 in the next build. I can't wait to show it off whenever we do get it. We're getting the newest McLaren. Hey, guess what? 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 Back above 2 safety rating. Not gonna get demoted. Bam, 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 bam. All right, let's go try and sacrifice it again. Let's go try and sacrifice it again. Okay, Simicube at Imola. Imola. I don't think we've raced Imola on stream before. This is a cool racetrack, but also kind of sketch. This is where Senna died. This is I like Imola. It's all right. Hey, Atreus. Ryan. That's Ryan. That's my endurance teammate Ryan, if you're curious as to who that is. Ryan, highly recommend the brake bias adjustment. We found why the car spins. I set it to like a 56 front brake bias and it worked really good. And in fact, by the end, I was dialing it back. So highly recommend the brake bias adjustment whenever we test that on, if you ever test it for Spain, Barcelona. Yeah, test that. Yeah. Yeah, Corvettes are cool. I like Corvettes. I am biased, though. My grandfather worked for General Motors for 35 years. And my dad always wanted to get a job at General Motors and kept applying to work at General Motors and never got to work for General Motors, sadly. But every car that I've owned has been a Chevrolet. Cars are in my blood. You betcha. You cut me out. You cut my arm. You cut my arm. You cut my arm. And if you cut my arm, all you'd see is cars pouring out of it. And you'd be like, what? This isn't a bloodstream. These are vehicles. And then we'll have to rush me to the ER because I haven't had blood in years. But no, cars are very much my thing, and especially Chevrolets. I love Chevrolets. I'm Porsche curious. And strangely enough, Hyundai TCRs. Don't know why. Hyundais. Who knew? But I love Chevrolet. I race Chevrolets in NASCAR races. I race Chevrolets in sports car races now. When I don't have a Chevy, if I do race a prototype.
Do you want to see the results page? Some race result stats for you. You moved that 0 rating.
Thank you.
Unknown rain in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Strength of field is 2,077.
Yep. Unknown rain in 5 minutes. Sure looks like it.
9 connected. 1 hour and 33 minutes left.
That sure looks like a lot of rain coming.
In air with 45 on track.
Whoop. I just realized I have the window different. There we go. That should be better. Where's the damn ticker? Ticker's not being ticking. Ticker's not tickering. iRacing live timing. During my time with PC water cooling and modding, I got spiritually attuned to my inner guy who works on his car in a roundabout way. I totally relate to that. I completely relate to that with computers. I explained to my dad once, I was like, cars are just computers, or computers are just cars for nerds. Like people trick out their cars the same way that, like, you know, non-car people trick out their computers, you know? Like, it's the exact same way. It's very similar in the sense that, like, if you like cars, you will like... If you treat a car or a computer like a car, computers are very much like cars. Like, think about it. Like, any car enthusiast, you see their, like, mod list of, like, what they did to their car, it looks like specs to a computer. They're like, I put a whatever exhaust, I put a Borla exhaust with, you know, with like a Holley stage 2 supercharger and blah blah. That sounds just like I did this to my computer. I put in a 38, like I put a 3080 card in it with a fucking 7800 XT or whatever. Like, it's the exact same stuff. And the minute I explained it to my father, he totally understood it. All right, if I remember Imola, I tend to run off track a lot here, which is not good. I'm just kind of getting back into the swing of things here with Imola. Yep, case in point. Luckily, it's just practice, so it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, we're running a second GT3 race tonight. This is Imola in Italy. This is one of the old school F1 tracks, and is now still on the F1's calendar. Kind of was on the calendar because of COVID, and then they just kind of kept going here. This is one of 2 Italian races on the F1 calendar. This is the more technical of the 2 racetracks that F1 goes to, though. This is a very technical racetrack. Used to be a lot faster, but this section here used to be a sweeping left-hander, but they got rid of the sweeping left-hander after Ayrton Senna died in this corner, so they reprofiled it to a little chicane. And then, whoa! Hang on, Nova. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on, Pulse. We're being raided. It's 3rd and 4.
Mount up, chat. We gotta defend the stream.
Defend the
Shane
stream.
Mundy 40 has a 3rd and 4.
He has 3rd and 4.
Defense. Defense. Defense.
We got to be careful here. This is a short yardage situation. Got to really make sure that we play the defense well. Maybe we'll be like Tim Walz and run a 4-4. You know, like, you know, get a nice defense on him. You know, make sure that we lock down here. Watch out. See if we can pull the guard and get there. You know, like, we got to be sure about defending the stream. Going back to what Pulse was asking about the helmet and the hair and all that, I do have to mention, and I talked about this earlier in the stream, I think in 2025 I will have an updated model. I'm going to work on it. But I've been playing around with different hairstyles, which is nice because, like, I don't have to cut my hair. It's a model. You can do things differently with it. But ideally, you would probably, if I had hair like this and I actually wore a helmet, you would probably put it in a braid. That's what Danica Patrick used to do. And she used to have hair. So it's typically put in like a giant, like, Norwegian braid looking thing. That's usually what you do with your hair.
1 minute 50.5.
You don't just let it free hang out of it. I've thought about figuring out a way to put a helmet on the model, but I don't want to do all the work when it comes associated with that. Plus, I think the model's head, like my actual head, is a little too large to realistically put a helmet on it, and I'd probably have to have a different base model without my hair, and then have to awkwardly, like, go off camera to switch models, and it's just not practical. So we do the whole no helmet thing, which is kind of dangerous. But I have thought about changing the model up for 2025, different haircut, maybe not so default Vroid, but that's down the road. That's maybe like, that's probably down the road a long way. So not anytime soon. So but yeah, I'm a big fan of I love your concept, honestly. If you don't, by the way, if you don't follow Nova and Pulse, go follow them. They're cool as hell. We've rated them a couple times on Sundays, and they have the coolest concept. Basically, it's Nova's like an android robot thing that's just about to be sent out into the world, and Pulse is the technician gyrobot. I don't know what to describe it. Like the robot, like mecha cat girl. Yeah. So there's Nova's the mecha cat girl, and then Pulse is the little like worker companion bot, and Pulse does all the heavy lifting. Pulse does all the gaming on the channel. Pulse is the one interacting with everybody, but you can use all your redeems to talk to Nova, and Nova is so fucking good. Holy shit, it's so good. It's so good. I'm shocked at how good there's a TTS thing with it where like you ask Nova a question, and Nova will just like fucking JRPG a text box at the bottom of the screen. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Anytime you see Nova and Pulse streaming, go check it out, even just for 5 minutes. Just watch it. Trust me, it's so good. It's so good. I'm very much a big fan of Nova and Pulse. I love just the like the vibe and the idea. It's so good.
Position 39.
I thought about maybe putting like a companion on stream. Right now, the only companion I have is Ryan. Whoa, I got cheered. Oh my god. That's new. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. My only companion is my teammate Ryan on races in IMSA Endurance. He's a giant pink square. But that's pretty much it when it comes to like any companions that I have on stream. Yeah, that's Atreus. I'm trying to fix the ticker. I don't get what's going on with the ticker. What if I did this? Oh, I think I got it fixed. I think I have it fixed. Yes, it's fixed. Ticker's back. Ticker's back. Ticker's back. Ticker's back. Ticker's back. Ticker's back. Is my Cliff Daniels impression a companion? Let's ask. Let's ask.
We have Cliff Daniels joining us.
Hello, I'm Cliff Daniels, crew chief for Kyle Larson in the NASCAR Cup Series. I just want to let you know that don't let your dreams be dreams, and always aim high for the sky. We're back in racing action this upcoming Sunday at Richmond Raceway. Richmond is an interesting racetrack because it is a dry run for us to test option tires, which means that those tires will wear quicker. And we are required to switch to them twice in the race. It'll be very, very difficult to kind of understand when to switch to those tires. And we might not see the follow-up that they're expecting, but I think it's really interesting that we're trying things. Also, my knees are perfectly fine, Atreus. It's actually not me who destroyed both their knees on Olympic break and needed surgery. That was Adam Stevens, crew chief for Christopher Bell, who destroyed his knees. So the Olympic break in NASCAR. So NASCAR just had a 2-week Olympic break because NBC told them to kick rocks because they have enough content on their screens, so they don't need NASCAR. So they told NASCAR and IndyCar, go away for a couple weeks, come back, and then we'll put you back on when the Olympics happen, or when the Olympics are over. Adam Stevens, the crew chief for Christopher Bell, who's not Christopher Bell's a good driver, is going to be out of action for a few weeks.
after the Olympic break because he got injured on vacation and needed surgery done to both his knees. Both knees. Like he fucked up both his knees and he needed to get surgery done on both knees. So effectively think of the football coach to your favorite team needing surgery done after the bye week because he fucked up both his knees. So funny. All right, 40 minutes and then we're going to call it a night. This is Imola. This is GT3 only, so we're racing everybody. Don't have to worry about other classes or anything. But yeah, so happy that you're all back. I hope you all had a good... I know this is my first stream back from vacay. So I hope everybody had a good time off or were okay. I'm so thankful that all of you came back, or you know, most of you came back after I took a week off. Tried to publish it. I tried to publicize it as much as possible in the weeks leading up. So the fact that all of you still found me back is great. So thank you. We are car 8 in the split, 8 of 24. I don't recognize anybody
Fresh car
here.
Requested.
Yeah. I don't recognize anybody in here, but no, I've thought about a companion on stream, but there's a couple things with that. One, just look at how much shit's around the screen. We got this up here. We got this over here. We got the chat thing up here. We got the Tuesday night iRacing thing up there. Where would they hang out? There's nowhere for them to really be, unless it was like a snake or something, because then we could slither it underneath the window. Because I'm kind of big about not obscuring the gameplay window too much. We do a little bit on Thursday, but not a lot. But yeah, I'm big about not obscuring the gameplay window too much. I guess I could make the chat narrower, but like, I don't know where... You see, my big head needs to be in the way. I have a big head. I'm egotistical and I need to have a big head on stream and I need to be pretty. So because I need to be pretty and have a big head, it's going to be in the way and everyone's just going to have to deal with it. You're just going to have to deal with me. If you expect like a cat or anything, maybe a cat would be cute, but I'm not a furry, for the record. I'm not a furry.
is 1,244.
Okay, let's go qualify. I have a qualifying setup, so let me...
Fahrenheit in air and 115.
Let me switch to the qualifying setup here. I'm in
This
bottom
session is
split,
2 laps
baby.
and 8 minutes. Do your best.
All right.
Pit limiter activated.
I thought about a companion, but I don't know. We'll play that by ear, I guess. I can't. Oh, there we go. Like another model? Is that what you're implying, Pulse? Is I do another model? There's just a second of me on the screen at all times. My companion is me. Listen, there's like a little part of me that wants to be like Ricky Bobby from Talladega Nights, where it's like they're like NASCAR drivers are so obsessed with themselves and so like so self-centered that like they're like me first and everything. But like part of that is true. Like I am very much self-centered sometimes. I do get a big head sometimes. Not even like trying to be like I have a big head on stream. I mean like I get an ego sometimes. I'm sure y'all have noticed. And usually I get humbled pretty quickly once I get a big ego. That's the thing about this racing game is, you know, there are times where you feel like you're kicking ass and taking names and then you immediately get, you know, sent back to reality. Got a break earlier for there. Yikes. Guess I got a break of the 150 because we're going downhill. Need a longer braking distance for that corner. Okay, let's qualify. Lap 1. We got 2 laps to set a time. if you're new here. I'll try and explain it. I don't know how much Pulse knows about this stuff, so I want to try and explain it like a newbie is watching. So this is iRacing. What we are currently doing is we are racing GT3 cars, which is a regulation, basically sports cars. And iRacing operates under the model of there's a race once every 2 hours. So every 2 hours at the top of the hour, they do races in this division. So it's 10 o'clock Eastern right now. This is the 10 o'clock Eastern race. Then there's a 12 midnight race, then a 2 a.m. race, 4 a.m. race, etc., etc., etc. This race will be 40 minutes in length. It's not a lap count, it's a time count. And the cars are limited in fuel to not be able to make it the whole distance on one tank of fuel. So we will have to pit for a refueling pit stop before the end of the race. So that is something that we will have to deal with in this race. We don't have a choice. We physically cannot make it to the end. If you don't know what iRacing is, it is a motorsports simulator. It's a sim racing game. It's not like your Forzas or your Gran Turismos. It's very much rooted in reality. Real race car drivers use it as a training tool. It is endorsed by NASCAR, IndyCar, IMSA, Mercedes F1, a bunch of real-world sanctioning bodies and teams swear by it. There's an esports scene that's way too sweaty for me. But it's all competitive online multiplayer racing. These are part of the official series, but they also do special events occasionally, like the 24 Hours of Daytona and the 12 Hours of Sebring and the Indianapolis 500 and the Daytona 500. They do full-length Indy 500s, Coke 600s, Daytona 500s, 24 Hours of Daytonas with team swap, like driver swaps and everything, and get pretty intense. Like, people can take this fairly seriously. There are a lot of people who have giant amounts of money devoted into their rig. I don't have that much in comparison, but I'm very proud of what I have. It is something that I have done for 20 years. I've been sim racing for 20 years. Oh god, that sounds old. But it's true. I've been sim racing for 20 years, and it's something that I hold near and dear to my heart. It is something where I've made a lot of friends with it, and it's an environment where I also came out in, and it's also been super awesome and endearing and great to do that as well. So yeah, basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing in a ranked match. Let me just try and compare this to actual gaming terms. We're going to be in a ranked match where our kill death ratio, or our ELO, I guess for lack of a better term, we blew the shit out of the final corner. That's all to play for. So basically, we're measured up under a safety rating and an I rating. There is a safety rating, which is given to you for how safe you are, how much you keep the car on track, how much you don't run into other people. A higher number is better. And then there's a I rating, which is like your ELO or like your rank, which is you want that to be as high as possible. I believe they say like a 1600 I rating is a nice average. I'm below average on the road course stuff, but you get me on ovals and I'm above average. I'm very good at oval racing, but I'd like to do the road course racing because I get more enjoyment out of racing on a road course in a GT car than I do racing ovals sometimes. So I like to do this stuff too. So it's kind of a fun mix up. So we usually do one oval and one road race a night on Tuesdays. Tuesdays my very casual night. Thursdays where I get really sweaty. But Tuesdays are pretty chill. So, but yeah, been racing 20 years. I've been gaming in general for over 30. We could be old. Well, I'm 33. So, although a girl never tells her age, but I am 33. So, that's how old I am. So, We are running an ad. I'm sorry for the ad. If you don't want to see the ad, hit that subscribe button, and then you won't have to see the ad. I'm telling the people who are already subscribed to hit subscribe. Good job, D. Subscribe again. I just had somebody message me with their so I bought a pair of patent leather heels the other day, and I'm wearing them tomorrow. And I'm super nervous about tomorrow, but I'm wearing them tomorrow. And I tweeted out a picture of me wearing them and just being like, patent leather hits different. And someone else just replied back with, "You're right, D. Patent leather hits different," with a picture of their heels. Super cute. Super cool. Alrighty, 40 minutes and then we're done. I gotta load up the setup. I still don't trust this field with turn 1. I'm gonna pit start again.
This is 40 minutes. About 21 laps race with 24 drivers join Hun. 2 minutes grid. P11 to gain iRating.
So you have Nova Pulse. I have Andrea, or DRE. I call her
100
Andrea.
seconds to gridding ends.
This is my android that tells me things. She's my crew chief. So gotta handle a few things before bed, but it's fun hanging out. Catch you again next chance I get. Absolutely. We'll be back Thursday and then Sunday morning. So feel free to pop on and we'll be around. So, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely wait through this first I'm gonna definitely chill out through here and wait for the ticker to run through, and then we will get going tonight with our final race of the night.
60 seconds left.
I do want to wait for the ticker to finish though, because I don't want to start on the grid with everybody else. I don't trust any of you. I think all of you are crazy, and I don't want to be near you. I don't trust any of these people. Nope. 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 Don't trust any of you. Nope. Nope. I'm a start from the pits because I can't trust any of you.
30 seconds left.
I'm just glad the ticker works for this one. I'm sorry about the last one, the ticker not working. I didn't intend for it to be that way, but I guess it just did. So, sorry about that. I can't. I got to fix though now, so that's what matters. So this one should be good.
10 seconds.
I actually really like Imola. I just never get to race it.
5 seconds.
Okay, 2, 1, 0. Miss start.
Pace car about to go.
There we go. Am I the only one who? Nah, there's three other people who have the same idea I do.
Foot limiter turned on.
3 other people that were like, nah, I don't trust this. I qualified 11th for this race though. That's actually not a bad qualifying time. No, not really. I was 5 seconds off the pace. This is probably for the best. This is probably for the best. Where's my brake bias? 55.6. We'll start with 3 ticks up on the brake bias. Once we get rolling out of pit lane, I got to turn off the tires, and then we'll be good to go for this race. I'm just glad the safety rating's back above 2, because we needed that. We needed that in the worst way. Okay. I'm just going through the final corner now.
Pace car entered the
Here we
pit.
go. All right. Here we go.
Oh, wow. Okay, there's no timer. We just go. Okay. They're gonna wreck big in one, aren't they?
P19.
Oh, I think they actually made it through turn one. Fine. That's shocking. Okay.
Your position 19.
Talked at how clean these GT3 fields are, actually. Okay. Now I gotta remember, I didn't load the race safe set. I loaded the race set. So this might still be a little sketchy in some corners until the tires get up, but should be a little bit more, it should have a little more pace than the Barcelona setup did. Okay, lap one in the books. Yeah, you kind of brake at the at the wall opening there.
Position 18 currently.
I did a 12-hour race here once in a TCR. We ran a 12-hour race here in a Veloster. Because it was like one of the rare endurance races where you could race a TCR. And 4 teams entered in our class, and one of them quit within the first hour. And we were like, great, we have a podium. And it led to the most who gives a fuck stakes in a GT or in a endurance race we've ever had. Like, all of us were just looking at each other like, cool, great, now what? We're literally battling 2 other cars, that's it. That's a spot.
D, P17 now. Gap ahead 4.4. For your insight, 24, Fred has a relative low rating, 333. Next
Jesus Christ.
39 rating.
The next car in front of me has an iRating of 300. Oh my god. That's terrifying, Layla. Put in perspective, my iRating is 1420 entering play. Yeah, I'm figuring this car out. Props to this guy for driving a Porsche with a 300 iRating. That's not an easy car to drive.
Not a passing opportunity here. It's way too narrow through here. Just gotta ride behind him. Get a better exit, maybe? No. Maybe we can get him into the left-hander here at the end of the hill. He isn't blocking me. Yeah, he's blocking me. He's gonna make a mistake. Yep, there it is. Yep. He was too involved with staring me down that was always gonna happen. Like,
5 ahead. Great. Position 16.
I'm eating you alive. Let me go. Like, that's the... When I see that, I'm just like, I'm eating you alive. Let me go.
We have 16 minutes of fuel remaining in the tank. The pit window open now. 20-foot laps to go. Car 6, Franco takes the lead.
I really like this car, everybody. Like, I'm not even, like, being Chevy whore. Like, genuinely, I just really like driving this car. Now that I figured out the brakes, now that I figured out corner entry, I feel like I can unlock it a little bit better.
Look out. Track clear.
Flat got repairs.
Gotta really get on the binders going down the hill there.
Car 23 ahead hits now after 3 laps. Good job, love. P15. 5 seconds in
All right,
front.
we're good now.
Great. New bus time. 1 minute 47.56.
We figured ourselves out.
Next
We're
position
cooking
is
now.
about 21. Waiting.
We're gonna get this figured out. We're gonna cook here. Second gear through the second part of this. Oh shit!
Too near. Go in 2 seconds.
Go, idiot. Okay, never mind.
None behind.
See? This game has a tendency of humbling you. Dial that brake bias back in, baby.
Limiter enabled.
No damage, but it is spun, and we lost ground. We actually somehow didn't even get a lose control or an off track there. That was weird. Still no incident points. Okay. Not quite figured this out yet. Kinda got humbled there a little bit. Just a little. Fuck, almost did it again. Okay. This might be fatigue starting to show, though. Third race of the night. Third race of the night and first race back from vacay. So we'll get some of this back. Nope. Jesus Christ, what's going on? Where ends all sorts of light? I'm gonna dial in more TC and a little bit more ABS if I can. There we go. Use our tools. We have tools in the car. Use the tools. Corvette, much like the Porsche, I find does not like turning and braking at the same time. It's not a big fan of doing that. So you got to kind of minimize that. Your tire only has enough bandwidth to do so much, right? So you can't make it do all of it, right? It can only do a certain amount. You can't commit everything to both. You gotta balance both. You can't do both at the same time. So
Number 16 behind on pit road after 5 laps.
yeah, I'll keep it in third through there. Maybe third through here too. Yeah, that's a third gear corner. This is a second gear corner, though. With how narrow you run through here. Yeah. We're fine. We'll be alright. We'll get some of these spots back. Spin and starting from the back doesn't help, but the gearbox in this car sometimes reminds me of like the Audi TCR car, where like you don't use the bottom half of the gearbox very much, but when you do, it's mostly just in momentum. You're just trying to keep momentum up. Because like the Audi TCR is built to like be a momentum car, so like you don't shift down past third gear very much in that car. You're mostly in third through sixth. In this car, you shockingly, a lot of the corners, sometimes you feel like you need to be in third and you need to be in fourth. And some of the corners where you think you need to be in second, you need to be in third. It's kind of deceiving how the gearbox is in this thing. And it kind of plays with you, like you have to think about it, but I still love it.
8 gallons left in the tank.
It's just different. Like me, I'm different. I can feel the TC turning on through the second half of that chicane. I can feel it engaging. Before you know it, we're almost halfway through this race. That's quick. Felt it there too. When you hear the car kind of go, like kind of like lurch down like that, that's a traction control kicking on. We'll pit just past the halfway point. I think that's a good time to pit. That'll give us enough fuel, make sure we get to the end.
Hidden coming, ahead loss 7.2. Previous sector fastest, 25 minutes left in this session.
Yeah, after that little spin, which I'm a little mad at myself for doing, but after that little spin, we've kind of locked it down now. There's still times where I'm going to get caught out by the car. Like, it's not going to be perfect, obviously, but I certainly feel a lot more confident in it. And I think the most encouraging thing for myself, like just self-diagnosing in this race here, because we're not really near anybody, but like self-diagnosing myself in this race is I'm using my in-car adjustments more, which is something that I have a bad habit of not doing. Using my brake bias, using my TC adjust, using my ABS adjust, like actually using the tools that are available to me to get the car to do what I need it to do. That's something, even in the stock cars, I'm really bad about not doing. So to actually start using that is a good sign of me growing as a driver. Even though like I've been at this for 20 plus years, I still learn things. And that's what's draws me back to sim racing, honestly, is that the cars are constantly evolving, the tracks are changing, like, you know, your skills need to evolve with whatever the real world does. Like, cars in the real world get more interesting. Like, case in point, like learning how to deal with like hybrid systems or, you know, anything like that was a big learning curve. Nowadays it's pretty much let the car handle the hybrid system on its own. You don't have to worry about it, but you know, that's a big thing too, is like learning how to do all of that.
Will lose you about 30 rating. Estimated rating will be 1,382. That's position 18. Next position will lose about 36 rating.
But you know, that's what makes it interesting and fun, is like learning how to evolve your skills and stuff. And I find with GT cars mostly, GT is, I seem to kind of grasp the quickest. I'm fastest in stock cars, but like as far as like picking them up right away, the Porsche GT3 car really helped me get to grips with these cars a lot quicker than it helped me understand them right away a lot better. Once I learned the Porsche, it gave me such a baseline for GT3s that like it's helped me get out the gates running in the Corvette in a way that I think a lot of people might struggle with otherwise. So honestly, it's to the point where like I want to give a car like the LMP3 another try. Like the LMP3 was a car that I always struggled with on entry because like I never could understand it, and it would just break loose and not be all that great. It might be worth picking it back up again and trying it out again and messing with the tools in it more. But the LMP3 is such a dog shit car. It might not even be worth it. But just kind of thinking out loud with that kind of thing, you know, like maybe, maybe not.
Great. Up to position 15 now. Next are 7 seconds ahead. Next position will lose you 21 rating.
Okay. Doing good, doing good. Kind of went in there hot. Live to fight another day with it. Man, if I only practiced... If I actually practiced for some of these, I feel like I'd be a lot quicker. But I also don't want to become sweaty with these, you know? Like, I don't want to, like, go into this and, like, be like, oh, I have to finish in the top half of the field, and I gotta set quickest lap, and I gotta be battling for the win, and if I'm not in the top 5, it's a joke. Like, that's not my thing, man. Like, it's not. Like, my thing is just having fun. And I'm having fun, even though I'm running, like, 15th in the field, and deep in the field, and not, like, near anybody. Learning the car is fun. Also missed my cue to pit. So we're gonna pit here.
Pit limiter.
Oh, they're pitting too.
You will have fuel along with tear off.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect.
Okay. It's enough fuel to make it to the end.
Projecting P16 at the end. Moving down to P17. Next position may lose at 38 rating.
Okay. We made our stop. Some people haven't, so this is good. Same tires, because you don't want to pit for tires in this kind of stuff. Because you're not getting a full fuel load in these races, so it's best to not take tires. Because even though they change tires with the fuel drop, as we call it, the amount of fuel that you put in the car, is not longer than the tires. So, like, it takes longer to change the tires than it does to put the fuel in. So it's better for us to not take tires. Plus, the fall off isn't quite there in this. If the tire's really degraded, maybe you would consider it, but, like, you don't have that much tire fall off in GT3. At least in the short run. And then if you're doing an endurance race, you just take tires every time because there's never tire limits. So that was a sketchy run through there. As the fuel burns, that rear end's going to get lighter and lighter. Or just the whole car is going to get lighter and lighter. I don't know about the rear, but the whole car will. Yellow flag ahead.
Be careful.
That's
a spot.
12 laps.
Yellow clear.
That's also a spot in front.
4.14%. Well done. Up to P16 currently.
Unfortunately, them not deciding on where they want to be on track kind of threw off my rhythm a little bit. But all in all, with these two GT3 races, I'm feeling very encouraged about the Corvette. I think the break did me a lot of good and just getting my getting my head right, and then it's been good driving the Corvette because I knew what was fucking me up, and I now know steps to kind of prevent it from doing what it was doing to mess me up. So it's been a really, really beneficial day. .5 minutes to go, thereabouts. Running P16.
Left sector west.
Should gain a few more spots before the end of this thing. Oh, fuck. Blew the corner. Shit, Evans in striking distance now. I wish it didn't spin earlier, but I'm not too broken up about it. Somebody took tires.
Good stuff. Quickest lap. 1 minute
Damn.
47.6.
Ran my fastest lap of the race and I still bombed a corner. Oh, he was thinking about it. Made contact. Nothing serious, but we did make contact.
Lissandro Podio behind loss 16.4 on the last lap. Defense found a car behind on track in the next sector.
Fortunately, I think the spin might have fucked us in one way, that I think it knocked us out of the ability to steal some spots, because that spin kind of knocked us out of the running of being able to do that.
Next position will lose you 21 rating. Estimated rating will be 1,399. Quickest sector.
Fuck, that's wide. Good battle trying to hold off Evan here. Might have a run going into the double right-hander here, or double left-hander here at the bottom of the hill, maybe not. Yeah, he was thinking about it. He made it look like he was thinking about it, but he didn't actually commit to it. Kind of threw the fake. This is half the battle, and this is where it gets fun, is when you're battling somebody and, like, you're, like, kind of, you know, like, you're having to, like, think about it. Cerebral battles are fun. Surely aided by the slipstream coming off my car. Gonna have a good run coming out of here. Oh no, I was able to pull away a little bit. Okay. Sorry if I'm not talking too much, chat. I'm in the middle of a battle. Oh, ran wide again.
Sector was fast. Left in this session.
Ooh, he's keeping me honest. We're both running like really close lap times. He's keeping me real honest. Keeping me real honest. Case in point, I ran a 5:02 last time. A 1:47.502. He ran a 1:47.548. Ooh, that might be the difference right there.
Maybe gotta slow down.
Like it is tight. Tight, tight, tight. Pulled away a little bit.
Sector optimal.
Really good run through there.
Jake has a slowdown.
Pulled out a little bit there, but I might have lost it in the final corner. Should still be our fastest lap of the day, but he ran just about as fast as I did. We're fucking matching each other like crazy here. 1:46.8. And he just ran a 1:46.8, and it was also his fastest lap of the day. Wow. This is good battle. He is keeping me honest. the inside if I can. Wow, what a good battle. We are matching each other like stride for stride, corner for corner. Bar for bar. Pulled away a little bit, but he seems to get through this final left-hander, this left-hander complex a lot better than I can. He gets through here so much better than I do. Oh, maybe not. This time I pulled out on him. Not a moment too soon. Just under 3 minutes to go. This is even going to be quicker.
Fastest sector. Good job.
Oh, yeah.
Quickest lap. 1 minute,
Beat him by 7/10 that
46.6.
time. That might be the difference. Oh. Maybe not. Car's fine. I really hope if you're watching, you're entertained by this battle as much as I am, because this is really good. The fact that we're matching each other this much, and to the point where he's forcing me to pull out fast sectors after fast sectors. This is a blast. This is a really good battle. Kind of conservative into there. Could have been harder. Could have been a lot more aggressive through there. Got a good exit though. Pulled a little bit. Pulled about a 1/10 off him. Probably coming to the white this time. Okay, white flag. Right? No? Okay. Kind of shocked by that, quite frankly. Probably get the white midway through the lap. Can't imagine we're gonna go green to the end, or we're gonna have to run another lap. Well, we're battling. This is a real good battle right here, Patchwork. Evan behind me has been running almost on par with every lap I've ran. I pulled out to a big lead last time. He pulled out to a big lead this time. We're getting a little aggressive, but it's a good battle, so I'm fine with it. Getting a little sloppy, but should still be fine. No, we're gonna have to get the white. Shit. I'm gonna have to deal with him one more lap. Oh boy, okay. Alright, this is getting interesting, folks. I think he's gonna throw it in on me. Yeah, he's eyeballing it. He's thinking about it. He thought about it, couldn't quite get there. Alright, coming to the white flag. Oh, I got a bad exit. I got a really bad exit. He's all over me. He's going to take it.
White this time.
He's going to take it. He's going to take the spot. Maybe not. Well, he's going to outbrake me. He's got the line going into the first corner. White flag. Let's see if we can cross him up.
You're clear. Left front.
Left position will lose you 29 rating points. Moving down at P16 currently.
Oh, buddy.
Left forward.
You can't park the bus like
Still
that.
there. Still there. It's clear.
If we can size him up for the hairpin. Oh, we're both off. Oh, we got both slowdowns.
Going left forward. Course cut. Slow down. Clear. Left rear. We're clear.
Gap ahead 2.9.
Burn off, burn off, burn off, burn off, burn off. Yes! Haha! Got the spot anyways.
Position 15.
Just keep the pressure on him. That's all you gotta do. Alright, gotta nail this. Oh, real good. Real good run through there. Real good run through there. The best battle for 15th you'll ever see. That was fun.
Good push. Good job, bud. Close one there. That's P15.
That was a lot of fun. I hope he had fun too. We got a little aggressive with it, but I still thought it was fair. He had to park the bus at one point, but God, that was fun. Yeah, let me get a screenshot of this. So, like, he crosses me up. I kind of run into the back of him because, like, he kind of parks it here. And I didn't want to pass him like that. I really didn't. I really didn't. So then we both get slowdowns here because we both ran stupid wide. And I just pass him on the outside. Bam. Done. Take a screenshot because, as we all know, if it didn't get posted on social media, did it happen? I gotta get a screenie, so we will get a screenie, and then we will get out of here because I gotta shave and take a shower and wash my hair and go to bed. But yeah, that was fun. We had a fun day. This was a fun night. Did a lot of fun GT3 in tonight. Didn't expect to run 2 of these, but God, that was a blast. That was great. Let me get one more screenshot for the... Yeah, and we were battling the whole race. Like, it wasn't just... That was so much fun. God. Safety rating probably broke even or even went down in that race, but we got over 2, which is... We got over 2 in the other race, so that probably was enough to keep us above the A class. So we'll be in good shape now. So, fuck, that was fun. That was really fun. I'll even tell you before I sign off here tonight what the breakdown was there, because that was a fun race. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, we still gained safety rating. We lost a little bit of I rating, but we still gained safety rating. We're at 255 now, so we're firmly above 25, which is good. We are back below 1400 though with the I rating because of the pit start, but it was nice. I also just noticed this, and my friend Ellis was pointing this out. They actually tell you what country everybody is in and what club they're in on the race results now, which is kind of cool. I have some, so we have some, I think that's Morocco, which is cool. Tells you what country everybody's in when they race. That's kind of neat. So kind of a cool, nice little addition that they did. Website not that long ago, which is kind of great and neat. So I think it's neat. So okay, let's send you to somebody else so that I can get I can, you know, look pretty for tomorrow. thank you everybody for watching, by the way. This was a lot of fun tonight. The B car race sucked, but the 2 GT3 races were really, really good. So I'm happy with how that went. And I will absolutely take this and run tonight. Because that was a lot of fun. So who's streaming? Oh, I mean, come on. You know who I'm raiding. You know who I'm raiding. You know who I'm raiding. I'm gonna go see what Cube's up to. And yeah, I will see you all back on Thursday. NIS back at it on Thursday night at Richmond. Hopefully you can join us for that. Back to the stock car stuff on Thursday. And then we got some more sports car stuff on Sunday morning. Wake up with D. And hopefully you can join me for that. So yeah, let's go see what the Cube's up to. I'll see you next time. So long, everybody. Bye.